Ever heard of a car that changed the game but doesn't always get the spotlight? This classic vehicle rewrote the rules for sports cars in the 1970s. While everyone talks about the flashy, high-priced exotics, this car quietly became a legend among enthusiasts. But why does this iconic vehicle often slip under the radar? What makes it a hidden gem in the automotive world? Stay tuned as we uncover the story behind this underrated classic, its revolutionary design, impressive performance, and the lasting impact it had on the car industry. The Datsun 240Z Historical Background. The story of the Datsun 240Z begins in Japan in the late 1960s. Nissan, the company behind the Datsun brand, wanted to create a sports car that could compete with European models like the Porsche 911 and the Jaguar E-Type. They aimed to offer a similar driving experience, but at a more affordable price. A key figure in this project was Yutaka Katayama, also known as Mr. K. He was the president of Nissan USA and believed that a stylish, reliable, and reasonably priced sports car could be a huge success in America. His vision and passion played a significant role in the development of the 240Z. The car was designed with a sleek aerodynamic shape, featuring long lines and a low stance. It had a powerful inline-six engine, independent suspension, and disc brakes, which were advanced features for its time. The 240Z made its debut in 1969 in Japan, and shortly after in 1970 in the United States. Upon its release, the Datsun 240Z received rave reviews. People loved its combination of performance, style, and affordability. It was a car that looked like it cost much more than it did, and it performed exceptionally well on the road. In its first year, the 240Z sold over 45,000 units in the United States alone. This success marked a turning point for Nissan, establishing them as a major player in the sports car market. It also helped change the perception of Japanese cars, proving that they could be more than just economical and practical. They could be exciting and desirable too. The Datsun 240Z's success in racing further cemented its reputation. It competed in various motorsport events, including rally racing, and achieved numerous victories. This racing pedigree added to its allure, making it a favorite among car enthusiasts and collectors. Design and features. The Datsun 240Z was a true head-turner when it first appeared, and its design still impresses car lovers today. Let's break down what makes this car's design and features so special. Exterior design. The 240Z had a sleek aerodynamic shape that made it look fast even when it was standing still. Its long hood and short rear deck were inspired by the European sports cars of the time, giving it a stylish and aggressive appearance. The car's body was low and wide, which not only looked cool, but also helped with stability and handling. Front and rear design. At the front, the 240Z featured a distinctive grille and round headlights that gave it a unique face. The rear of the car had simple, clean lines with horizontal tail lights. These design elements combined to give the 240Z a timeless, classic look. Interior features. Inside, the 240Z was designed with the driver in mind. The cockpit was cozy, with supportive bucket seats that held you in place during spirited driving. The dashboard was simple and functional, with clear gauges that were easy to read. This made it easy for drivers to keep an eye on important information like speed, fuel level, and engine temperature. Technological innovations. For its time, the 240Z included several advanced features. It had an independent suspension system, which meant each wheel could move independently. This made the car handle better on different types of roads and provided a smoother ride. The car also had front disc brakes, which were more effective at stopping the car quickly and safely compared to drum brakes. Customization. Another cool aspect of the 240Z was its potential for customization. Owners could easily modify the car to suit their tastes, whether that meant adding performance parts to make it faster or changing the look with custom paint and body kits. Performance. The Datsun 240Z wasn't just a pretty car, it was built to perform. Let's take a closer look at what made this car so exciting to drive. Engine and power. At the heart of the 240Z was a 2.4-liter inline-six engine. This type of engine has 6 cylinders arranged in a straight line, which helps it run smoothly. The engine produced around 151 horsepower, which was quite powerful for a car of its size in the early 1970s. This gave the 240Z the ability to accelerate quickly and reach high speeds. Transmission. The 240Z came with a 4-speed manual transmission, which means drivers had to shift gears themselves. This made driving more engaging and fun because you felt more connected to the car. For those who preferred not to shift gears, there was also an optional 3-speed automatic transmission. Speed and acceleration. Thanks to its powerful engine and lightweight body, the 240Z could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 8 seconds. This was impressive for the time and made the car feel very sporty. Its top speed was around 125 miles per hour, which meant it could keep up with many of the more expensive sports cars on the market. Handling and suspension. One of the reasons the 240Z was such a joy to drive was its independent suspension system. This setup allowed each wheel to move separately, which helped the car stay stable and comfortable on bumpy roads and during sharp turns. The 240Z handled curves with ease, making it great for twisty roads and racetracks alike. Braking stopping power was provided by front disc brakes, which were more effective and reliable than the drum brakes used on many other cars of the time. This meant the 240Z could stop quickly and safely, giving drivers more confidence, especially at high speeds. Fuel efficiency. Even though it was a sports car, the 240Z was relatively fuel efficient. It could deliver decent gas mileage, making it practical for everyday use, as well as for fun weekend drives. In summary, the Datsun 240Z's performance was a big part of its appeal. With a powerful engine, engaging transmission, impressive speed, excellent handling, and reliable brakes, it offered a driving experience that was both thrilling and practical. This combination helped the 240Z stand out in the world of sports cars. Market impact. The Datsun 240Z made a huge splash in the car market when it was released. Let's see how it became so popular and why it left a lasting mark. Sales success. When the 240Z hit the market in 1970, it quickly became a hit. In its first year, more than 45,000 units were sold in the United States alone. This was a big deal because it showed that people wanted a sports car that was affordable, reliable, and stylish. Over the next few years, the 240Z continued to sell well, with over 150,000 units sold by the time its production ended in 1973. Changing perceptions of Japanese cars. Before the 240Z, many people thought of Japanese cars as small, cheap, and not very exciting. The 240Z changed all that. It proved that Japanese automakers could build cars that were not only practical, but also thrilling to drive and beautiful to look at. This shift in perception helped open the door for more Japanese cars to enter the global market. Competition with European sports cars. The 240Z was designed to compete with European sports cars like the Porsche 911 and the Jaguar E-Type. It offered similar performance and style, but at a much lower price. This made it accessible to a wider range of buyers and put pressure on European car makers to rethink their pricing and design strategies. Racing achievements. The 240Z wasn't just popular on the streets, it also made a name for itself on the racetrack. It competed in various racing events, including rally races, and won several important competitions. These racing successes helped build the car's reputation for performance and reliability, making it even more desirable. Influence on future models. The success of the 240Z had a big impact on Nissan and the entire car industry. It showed that there was a strong market for affordable sports cars, leading other manufacturers to develop similar models. For Nissan, the 240Z was the start of a long line of Z cars, each building on the success of the original, collector's item. Today, the 240Z is considered a classic car and is highly sought after by collectors. Its value has increased over time, and well-preserved models can fetch high prices at auctions. This continued interest speaks to the lasting impact the 240Z has had on the automotive world. Conclusion: the Datsun 240Z is a special car that deserves more attention. It was created by Nissan in the late 1960s, thanks to the vision of Yutaka Katayama. When it launched in 1970, it quickly became a hit because it was fun to drive, looked great, and didn't cost a fortune. The 240Z has a sleek design, a comfortable interior, and advanced technology for its time. Its powerful engine and great handling made it a joy to drive. It sold very well, changed how people view Japanese cars, and competed successfully with European sports cars. So why is the Datsun 240Z an underrated classic? Even though it was very popular when it was new, it sometimes gets overlooked today. But it still offers a unique combination of style, performance, and affordability that makes it a standout car. If you love cars, take a closer look at the Datsun 240Z. It's definitely worth your time. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more car stories, like this video, and leave a comment about your favorite classic car.